table. So a lot to play for Pakistan. The pitch here at Karachi has always been a good one for batting. The bounce has never been on the higher side, and it looks like a typical Karachi pitch and a typical one-day surface. Well, Bangladesh running out of luck again, and they lost the toss, which meant Pakistan had no hesitation in calling to bat first. Bangladesh making no changes in their team from the last game where they ran Pakistan so close. 2 changes in the Pakistan team. Shabbir Ahmed, the fast bowler, comes back. So does Yasir Hameed, and Junaid Zia, the young fast bowler, is out. And Imran Nazir also has been left out after just 1 game in this series. So play just about to begin. Pakistan batting first. Our commentators first up, Ramiz Raja, and with him Athar Ali Khan.
Well, this is a wonderful shot from Hafiz from the stumps. It's a packed offside field, not a lot of protection on the on, just 2 men there in the circle. First over ball, Pakistan 4 without a wicket.
That is a beautiful shot. It's the length of the delivery which made him play that shot, and he played that beautifully.
That came at the middle of the bat. Nice sound to that back foot drive, and importantly the placement was very good. It's a mushroom well spread out field on the offside, so he had to play it with precision, and he was very precise with his foot there. Edge and falling shot. That fielder we had been mentioning was a little too far, and that edge failing safely in the end, in fact fetching Mohammad Hafiz a 4. Habibul Bashar at first slip.
Well, you read the game pretty nicely, Ramiz, and he's definitely fell short of that. I mean, they did see a few of the ball bounces in front of the keeper, and this one again finding the outside edge. Should have been a very easy catch had he had been a little bit, maybe a step closer to that wicket, but nevertheless Mohammad Hafiz survives.
You need to pick up this edge. India playing a similar kind of a shot, but this time it was away from short mid-wicket. Rajan Saleh, a desperate effort, but Mohammad Hafiz survives. In fact, he picks up 3.
Once again Mohammad Hafiz playing in the air towards the mid-wicket area, short mid-wicket. That could have been a brilliant catch, but that was really well hit, came from the middle of his bat. So Taposh Bashar started to make things happen. It has not really got good help from the fielders.
Mohammad Hafiz living dangerously in that area of mid-wicket. In Pindi, he played a similar kind of a shot, and he was taken brilliantly by Rajan Saleh. Lovely reflex catch, and today he wasn't far away from action. He needs to work on these little areas. Mohammad Hafiz needs to concentrate. We've seen him to throw his wicket away by playing carelessly at times. 7 of the over, 17 without a wicket. People are at ease walking around, meeting people. And we've seen a positive change in the lives of the people. But sadly, the message did not pass over to the South Africans, where they made this hasty decision of not touring Pakistan. picks up a run. Now this needs to be done regularly. Both these young players need to know the importance of these singles. Just develops the momentum and develops the scoring rate. Didn't push hard at the ball. Mohammad Hafiz made sure that he played it down quietly away from the fielder. It looks very easy, but believe me, it's not that easy when you're out there in the middle. You have to control the shot, and to control a shot, you need some time at the top level to get the experience and to get the confidence of working the ball away. That's nicely played by Yasir Hameed. Now onside is his strength. Picks up 2. 20 without a wicket.
Bangladesh has been quite decent with the first 6 overs. Oh, that's a good shot. Pitched up delivery, but closing the face of the bat and trying to play it towards the mid-wicket region.
Let's see the checklist here. What things he did well on this occasion. Now, last time he played through the onside, the ball went uppishly, but he must have done a few things right here. Good roll of the wrist and making sure that the head was down to avoid the ball being put in the air. Although it wasn't a classical shot because the balance wasn't great. He was falling over to the line on that off stump, but the other things were quite okay. Good roll of the wrist and making sure that the head was down to avoid the ball being put in the air. Although it wasn't a classical shot because the balance wasn't great. He was falling over to the line on that off stump, but the other things were quite okay. Once again, single taken. Now this is good cricket. Mid-off's been pushed back a little. Good sensible cricket being appreciated by a good audience there.
That's much better, and what a shot. Beautiful shot. Not an easy shot to play, and look at that race away to the boundary. Yasir Hameed has played an absolutely stunner.
Yes, we've been talking about his class. We know that he's got a good temperament, but this was very classy. Look at that little push. A little bit of bottom hand coming into that drive, and even though he was not to the pitch, but he covered the line beautifully and just moved into that shot.
Once again, top touch, 4 runs.
Now this is a danger period for Yasir Hameed. We're looking at his scores in this series, and he has fallen a couple of times at least in his 20s. And he's now batting on 20, and that 4 gets him on 24, but not a very good shot. Loose shot. There was the width, but he could have done better. Looking to hit it hard. Ended up to be a safe shot, but not a good one.
Again, picking up the length very early, and the position was very good. Well, once again, minimum effort, and Yasir Hameed 3 runs.
The bowler is visibly disappointed. I think there was nothing wrong with the delivery, but it was a fine shot from Yasir Hameed at this moment. Just playing on the up and finding that gap beautifully. Brilliant stroke.
That's where Yasir Hameed is very good. If you compare Yasir Hameed from Mohammad Hafiz, every time he looked to play the ball on the onside, went in the air. Hasn't been able to control the stroke. Got himself out in the last game, and there was another chance in this game when he was looking to play the ball through onside. It was uppish, but he was very lucky. Yasir Hameed loves to play his strokes on the onside, whether the ball is pitched up or if he's required to hit the ball on the up. And because of that, there are 2 fieldsmen at short mid-wicket now. Well, if the bowlers, they are bowling wicket to wicket and you haven't got anything from the pitch, I think there is no use to keep a slip in place, and that's what the Bangladeshi captain has done. All defense as far as the Bangladesh team is concerned. Another change in the field. Short extra cover has been placed, and to give a bit of help to the bowler, there is a mid-wicket placed on the onside. It was a good stroke, but not in the gap. Pakistan 41 without loss.
Hope so, because it's so very important for cricket, especially for Pakistan, where, as you said earlier, they've been team which has not been coming to Pakistan. That's a beautiful shot played by Hafiz. Very deliberate stroke. 4 runs, 6 of the over, 47 for now, Pakistan.
Well, that's the end of the over. With a boundary, Pakistan 57 without loss.
Ranesh Kaneria not playing this game. In fact, he hasn't featured in this one-day series. Nicely played. Delicate 4.
This is precisely what I'd like to see Yasir Hameed do through his innings. Play to the merit of the ball. Tends to premeditate at many times, Yasir Hameed. Now this is a good cricketing shot. Options open till the last minute, and this is an instinctive shot. No premeditation here. Just picked the line very early and saw an opportunity to play that delicate late cut. On the top. And it trickles over the boundary rope.
This was always on the cards. Mid-on and mid-off up in the circle. Mohammad Hafiz now has the confidence to play this lofted shot. Controlled it quite nicely. Didn't hit it too hard. All he had to do was to avoid mid-on, and he avoided it by some distance. Mushfiqur Rahman daring his pace, but it was all too easy for Mohammad Hafiz to lift him to mid-on. Goes on to 40 now.
And the mid-on drops back. And looking to play straight. Both Yasir Hameed and Mohammad Hafiz today have looked to play straight. Now just the 5 fielders inside the circle. This is the last ball of his spell, Mushfiqur Rahman. And almost got driven for 4. But turned out to be a dot ball, so his work is over with the ball. Pakistan 83 for no wicket. He'll look for 2. In fact, he'll get 4. How frustrating that can be for a bowler. Last ball of the over, gone for 4. Pakistan 88 for no wicket. The Bangladeshi captain was very distraught after the last match, and he put it down to some fielding lapses in the closing stages of that match in Pindi, when the pressure seemed to have got to some of the fielders in the outfield. It's been quite a tough tour for Khalid Mahmood. That's 4. And this has been his problem through the series. Invariably, there's a wide delivery outside the off stump in the first over of his spell. Then he gets a lot more control in his line.
Well, as a batsman, when you've played a cracking shot, you want runs. And this one was a cracking shot. The fielding effort was not great, but it was hit very hard by Yasir Hameed.
They fielded magnificently throughout the match in the last game, but 2 lapses in the field cost them the game. but they've learned their lesson. They're doing well.
Mohammad Rafiq, the trump card for Bangladesh, coming in the 23rd over. This partnership has been very good for Pakistan. That might be a little bit close. Could be signaled a wide. It is, and Russell Tiffin has referred this to the third umpire.
I think it's going to be very close because Mohammad Hafiz is completely losing his balance. That wasn't a great delivery to pick you up a wicket, but it's going to be a good work from the wicketkeeper, and I think it's very tight.
Oh, he's given in. Mohammad Hafiz is gone. So Mohammad Rafiq has picked up in his very first over. The breakthrough for Bangladesh has come. Mohammad Hafiz is gone, out stumped by Khalid Mashood.
Well, I think that's a very brave decision as far as the third umpire is concerned. Well, we've been talking about it. If there is any doubt, it has to go to the batsman. It wasn't the case. It was referred, and the matter was in third umpire's hand. He has adjudged Mohammad Hafiz out. Pakistan losing their first wicket for only 95 runs on the board. Yusuf Yohana only requires 52 runs to get to 5,000 runs in international cricket, and he's the #1 contender to be picked up as a man of the series in this Super Asia 5 one-day series. He's got a great average, and the strike rate, which is very important in one-day internationals, is excellent. Straight away middling the ball. And a bit of confusion as well between these two, Yasir Hameed and Yusuf Yohana. Here's the stroke from the batsman, who's played so well throughout the series. No respect, although he was facing his second delivery, but opting to come down to the track and taking on the left-arm spinner. And suddenly, this crowd is ablaze and alight.
Well, Yusuf Yohana is making sure the intention is very clear. He's not going to be dominated by Mohammad Rafiq. The second delivery he played, he went down the wicket, even though it did not clear the boundary. He's just making sure that he's going to dominate the sessions. He's been a star for Pakistan. Scored 94 in the last game. Made sure the Pakistan team ended winning that one as well. And with the series, he had 49, 106, 65 and 94.
314 runs he has scored throughout this series. Yusuf Yohana. He's going to stay on 49. Yasir Hameed. He's parried well. Well, I think he will raise his bat. That's his 50. Inside edge. And once again, getting to the personal landmark, Yasir Hameed in one-day international. Pakistan 99 for 1. And here's another opportunity. What a stroke that was. Brings up the Pakistan 100. Well, it's a brave move from the captain to keep a lot of fieldsmen within the circle, although the 23 overs they've been bowled. And you're talking about a very flat pitch where there is nothing for the fast bowlers.
Very important point you just mentioned. You look at that drive, absolutely perfect, copybook style, and making sure he finds the gap. Yes, Khalid Mahmood sticking to his fielders, 4 on the off stump and 2 in the leg stump inside the circle, even though he can push 2 people back and still have 4 fielders inside the circle. That's the wagon wheel for Yasir Hameed. 60% of his run has been scored on the leg side. He loves that area, and once again he's been fed on his legs, picking up 2 comfortable runs there.
Well, that was a poor field placing from the captain. The bowler is looking to pitch the ball outside the leg stump, or just on the leg stump, and is looking to bring the ball in. And the fieldsman at square leg is quite square. Lovely stroke. Tushar Imran is the fieldsman. 2 easy runs once again for Yasir Hameed.
Perhaps Mohammad Rafiq needs to adjust his line here. I think just bowling down to the leg stump. Much better. Had to work on that, Yasir Hameed, but still comfortable run. If you pitch the ball on the off stump, on the middle stump, then it can be a little bit dangerous if you get a little bit of turn. But Mohammad Rafiq has mostly brought the ball inside onto his legs.
Well, look at the field placing. Scott on the offside. 5 of them. And he's looking to ball outside the leg stump. Not a right ploy. Every time the batsman is going to get the ball on the bat, there is a run.
$110 for 1. Mohammad Rafiq looking for another wicket.
Good stroke. Well, he'll be penalised, there is no doubt about it. He's given away 8 runs in this over. 25 overs gone, halfway. Pakistan 112 for 1. Great stroke. Disdainful, arrogant use of Johanna on that occasion. Got the entire crowd on their feet. What a stroke that was from Yusuf Johanna.
Well, it's a good wicket to bat on, and I don't find any reason why Khalid Mahmood does not have a single protection outside the circle on the off stump or the leg stump. It just gives the batsman much more confidence to play that kind of a stroke, and Yusuf Johanna just did that. Easy picking. Good, nice free flow of the arms, and 4 more runs to the Pakistani total, which is going to be a pretty formidable one once they play the 50 overs, the warms. It just started to pick up after the 10-over mark. The warm has slightly gone up. It's now 4.6 runs per over, the current run rate.
Well, he was looking to create a bit of room, Yasir Hameed, on that occasion, in order to hit an inside-out shot over cover, but the length wasn't the right one, and swung the bat a bit early.
Well, I mean, even for Mohammad Rafiq, if you look at the field, there were 5 fielders inside the circle on the off stump, so back offside field, and not a single person is back protecting that boundary. The reason for that's why Yasir Hameed wanted to make a room and pick the gap up.
Well, that was on the cards. Anyways, you can't afford to have so many fieldsmen in the circle when you're bowling against Yusuf Johanna, who has scored more than 220 runs in this series so far. And what a stroke that was. Effortless for a 6.
Once again, he comes down the wicket, and this time he made sure they get the maximum. What a great shot that was. But that was the point I was rightly making, that you must have some kind of protection.
Again. Well, as a spinner, if you're turning the ball miles, yes, you can afford to have quite a fieldsman in the circle in a one-day game, along with few in a catching position. But this is a flat track. And Yusuf Johanna is showing no respect none so ever to the bowler, although he's picked up quite a few wickets in this series. Now there is a field spin at deep mid-on. Learned his lesson, but a bit too late in this over. Already conceded 10 runs.
Well, once you have the fielders inside the circle, even if you don't middle the ball, and if you just clear the fielders inside the ring, it's easy runs. That's what has just happened. That's nicely bowled to end the over. Still a very expensive one. Pakistan 131 for 1. Pakistan sitting very pretty at 132 for 1. Can be a daunting task of chasing those huge runs. So Bangladesh is looking for to take wickets, which they have not yet. Once again, well, if you have fielders inside the circle, I'm going to play it. And I'll play like that over the top of the middle field. And 4 more runs. Yasir Hameed has made his intention very clear.
Well, he's making a statement. He's giving a message to the Bangladeshi captain. Don't insult me by keeping too many fieldsmen within the circle. I'm enjoying a great form. I'm in a regal touch. Take them back. Well, he's got the lesson. He's got the message. The Bangladeshi captain got the mid-off back. That is the first. Plenty of action for the Karachi crowd. They've seen plenty of boundaries hit today. 15 fours and a 6. What a shot that was. Creating a bit of room for himself. And now it's time for the Bangladeshi captain to push a fieldsman towards the square area on the offside.
Well, if you bowl that kind of delivery to Yasir Hameed, who's in prime touch, he'll put that away in style, and he did that. And I think he's made up his mind. He's going to come up and play some really good shots. And the run rate has increased tremendously. Inside edge, but still get a single. Yeah, with that shot, Khalid Mahmood has still not decided to put a ban down at the point boundary. Well, Khalid Mahmood has surprised me in this one there, so you never know. Just because the ball was hit on the up inside the circle. You might just see him. And he again goes down the wicket because there's no protection in the mid-on region. 4 more runs. You really can't keep Yasir Hameed quiet today. That brings up 150 for Pakistan.
Well, it was Yasir Hameed's turn on that occasion, because for Yasir Hameed, the left-hander has pushed the fieldsman back. But somebody who's playing on 64, well, you're always in a danger of being hit for 4. Another one. 2 in a row. In the same position. And the result is the same as well.
This is intelligent batting from Yasir Hameed. And not too great field placing. Look at that. Again, down the wicket. Top of the field, no problem. 4 more runs. 2 in 2.
Once again, down the wickets. It's going to be a big hit. Yeah, it's a 6. His second. Yasir Hameed really enjoying there, and the crowd too.
Well, it appears he's come here to have a ball. Rajan Saleh coming in the firing range, and what a lovely hit. Clean hit. Against personified, and didn't hit the ball hard.
Yasir Hameed knows that he can again have a good chance to score 100. Once again, Yasir Hameed playing that one beautifully towards the mid-wicket. There's no deep mid-wicket there. And a batsman like Yasir Hameed, it's a good time for him to score runs. There is no mid-wicket. And whatever you bowl towards his middle stump along, towards his leg, and Yasir Hameed going to take the advantage.
How well he opened himself to play that shot through mid-wicket. Moves on to 41 of just 27 balls. This is brilliant stuff. $169 for 1. entertaining phase of the game. Yusuf Yohana playing some lovely shots. Crowds are enjoying this innings from Yasir Hameed. Khalid Mashood is excited, and because he was excited, Nadeem Gauri has made another referral to the third umpire. Rajan Saleh not very sure, but batsman was easily dragged into that shot. There you see that back foot being dragged now. Did he get that one back in time? Some part of that boot is behind the popping crease, and I think he should be safe.
Is he on the line? From this angle, it looks like he's on the line. And if he's on the line, he can be given out. And we have to see if the foot was landed or not.
Another difficult one, Sikandar, for the third umpire. Aleem Dar, we know, is a capable umpire who's sitting in the box to make this decision now. Is that close enough, or will the advantage go to the batsman?
But from this angle, Ramiz, if you can see, now the bails are off, and he's his toe is, he's on his toes. So as the law says, some part of his boot should be behind the crease. So I have a feeling that it might be bad for Yasir Hameed. But over here, the benefit of doubt can go towards the batsman. But I think he's given out.
Yes, the red light is on. And so umpire, after having a look at all the replays, decided that it was case made for Bangladesh rather than for the batsman. A good decision in the end, because there was nothing there. A polite delivery, and Yasir Hameed dragging his back foot out of his crease and then not managing to get it back in time. And good reference from the third umpire to have the third umpire make the decision. Gone for 82, Pakistan 169 for 2. High backlift and delicately placed. A lovely shot. This is truly a very, very good shot. We know that there's hardly any pace on this track. Mashraf Murtaza is not express, at least not on this track. But look at this ball roll away to the boundary in a flash. And that was because of that high booming backlift. Caressing the ball beautifully.
Well, that's his favorite shot. This is the way he always liked to place his innings in one-day cricket. And it's such a useful shot. Whenever he plays, he always gets runs. And he scored so many runs in that area with that delicate shot of his.
Well, that's a massive hit. That's gone out of here. You can forget about that. Brings up his 5,000 one-day runs with a beauty. It's a mighty blow. Also his 30th one-day 50. So reaching milestone with a terrific blow.
What a big hit. It's a hit of the last overs, but perfectly played. There is no deep mid-wicket at that time, no long on. So it's easy to hit. So you can see the state of the pitch here. And a good appeal, and he's given out. It was a good appeal. A straight ball. And Yusuf Yohana's bat was coming for that shot once again. And at the last moment, the ball just hit him straight in the middle stump.
Well, this is a solid comeback from Mashraf Murtaza, being hit for a massive 6. And he was caught in front. A good decision by Nadeem Gauri. I think the impact was pretty much within the stumps. A vital wicket for the Bangladeshis here. Gone for 52, a blazing knock. 181 for 3.
They note down everything. He's counting the balls at the moment. How many dot balls he has faced. Oh, very delicately played. Very fine. It's going to be 4. And touched. So 4 more to Yunus Khan.
Well, although these players, they're not playing the game, but still, enjoying electrifying atmosphere at the ground. And lots of firework. Not the capacity crowd, but it's improving. A huge shout, and it's been given. You cannot afford to play across the line on a flat track. And Mushrafi Murtaza has struck again for Bangladesh team. Picked up Yunus Khan.
It's a good delivery by Rahman, pitched within its stumps. And Yunus Khan playing across the line. And very rightly given out by Nadeem Ghauri. Playing across the line is always dangerous for any batsman of this type of track. Yunus Khan going back for 199 for 4.
Good shot. Very good shot. Hitting the ball on the up, and that is the evidence how good this pitch is. The batsman who was just arrived at the crease, played about 4 deliveries, had the opportunity to see the ball early, and then stood tall and delivered.
Beautiful ball shot by Shoaib Malik, just playing on the rise and finding the gap. Placement beautiful.
No footwork from Shoaib Malik on that occasion. Just hitting through line. That was his first boundary, a classy one. Shoaib Malik has got a very decent technique. I wouldn't say flawless, but he's got a kind of a technique that the fast bowlers, they really have to work hard along with the spinners to actually dislodge. Shoaib Malik offers full face of the bat, has got a good career. Picked up 200s along with 250s. Well, if somebody who can bowl 10 overs and then score 100 for you in an international game, well, the future can be very good for your country. A bit of room outside the off stump. That was a slow delivery, and that was the reason why Shoaib Malik couldn't time it to the perfection, so the ball could cross over the boundary line.
And Zamam, a man in supreme form throughout this series, Amir. And what a comeback he has made. What a great shot that says came down the track and hitting him over the fielder, which was inside the ring. Once again, a very good shot by Inzamam.
Well, the captain of the Bangladeshi team hasn't learned the lesson. Well, they were penalized by Yusuf Yohana, and once again opted to bring the mid-on fieldsman in, and Inzamam Haq coming down to the track, taking the aerial route, picking up a boundary. Inzamam Haq missing on the opportunity to pick up easy runs on that occasion. Well, 6 runs so far in this over. 221 is the score. Good fielding, excellent stuff from Hanan Sarkar at short fine leg. 42 overs gone. Pakistan have double lenses on the board for 4 wickets. Well, that was the situation. The Pakistanis, they were rated 7 after the World Cup, but with the new look Pakistani team, they're doing fine. After this series, they'll definitely climb up 1 notch in international rating. Well, there is every possibility if they whitewash this series, they'll clinch 1 or 2 positions in that table. They'll be pushing for 2. And Shoaib Malik with young legs, easily managing to pick up 2 runs.
Inzamam on your monitor. surely looking for another good innings here at Karachi, because he's been in a very fine form throughout this series, and I'm sure he's eyeing a total close to 300 runs, and he's got 6 overs after this one, and they've got plenty of batting to come. So I think quite realistically that if they carry on and if he's there till the 50th over, I'm sure they'll be able to reach about 270, 280 runs.
Well, when the first one day was played at Multan, Inzi at the crease, in the last 4 overs, the Pakistani team managed to pick up 64 runs. And it's very important for the Pakistani team that Inzamam should stay till the last over. Wow, what a shot. What a shot that was. Great improvisation from the youngster, Shoaib Malik.
Superb stroke from Shoaib Malik. Very talented, very promising cricketer. Going on one knee and picking it outside the off stump and giving it everything. Long way. Beautiful stroke from Shoaib, hitting it over that deep mid wicket for a 6. Wonderful stroke.
Well, got the elevation right on that occasion. Shoaib Malik getting underneath that one. Good delivery. Good reply from the bowler. It was aiming at the block hole, getting the ball to pitch there. And that is the requirement from the fast bowlers in the depth of the innings. They should be looking to ball at the Yorker length all the times. Wide delivery. And Inzamam ul-Haq knows that he missed on an opportunity to pick up 4 runs. All Inzamam ul-Haq needed to do was guide the ball, get a bit of bat on the ball, and the fine leg was up.
Pash was quite economical in his first this time again going down the leg side, trying to bowl Yorkers, and in the process is drifting down the leg side. It's the 3rd bite so far in the Bangladesh innings. I think it's very good job done by the bowlers.
Well, I think the bowler hasn't realized that the ball is reverse swinging, and he should be aiming to ball outside the off stump. And we have seen twice in this over that he wasn't able to control the swing of the ball. Had to pay the price. That's better. Had to go wide at the crease in order to pitch the ball within the stumps to Pash Bosher.
This is Inzi. So it's 240 for Pakistan in 44th over. Just one more delivery to go after in this over. And the Pash, I think he'd been lucky that Inzamam couldn't get the touch on those 2 deliveries, which were given eventually wides by the bowler. This time again, Shoaib Malik, the ball has gone high up in the air and just manages to cross the boundary line.
A very expensive over in the Bangladeshi bowling effort. 17 runs they are scored.
Should be going down the leg side. Always a good idea to have a shy at Inzamam's end, and that's what Bangladesh have done through the series. Leg by signal by Gauri.
Inzamam not really very quick between the wickets, the Pakistani camp. Akmal, the next one in, the keeper, padded up. This is the shout for LBW, is definitely missing the leg stump.
Well, that's the reason I believe he's got everything going for him, Shoaib Malik. He's got the talent, he knows exactly where to hit the balls. 250 comes up for Pakistan. And And Shoaib Malik making second successive valuable contribution in 2 matches.
I think it's a very important part of the nucleus of the batting. Look at that shot, making room and hitting over the top of the covers. What a shot. Perfect one-day execution.
Well, it's been a tough day for Khalid Mahmood, and there was a stage when we couldn't just fathom or understand the field placements that he had. That was around the 18 to 25 overs. And I think it's got a lot to do with what happened in the last match, Akhtar. Top edge, and it's gone straight to the field, and Mohammad Rafiq takes a good catch, and the captain has struck. This is a good wicket, maybe a little late, but the onslaught can be curtailed now. 260 for 5.
Khalid Mahmood eventually picks up a wicket of Pakistani batsman, that of Shoaib Malik. A good breakthrough. Nice comfortable catch for Mohammad Rafiq, just a top edge. That should please Khalid Mahmood. Shoaib Malik goes out for a very well made 31 of just 20 deliveries. Pakistan 260 for 5.
Again, a powerful drive to long on. A fumble allows Abdul Razak to come back. Fumbles costed Bangladesh dearly in the last match when it got very close and the pressure was really on the fielding side. It's one area of the cricket they'll be looking to concentrate on.
Yes, quite rightly so. I mean, at this stage of the game, if there's a fumble, there's definitely a second run around. Tushar Imran, this time missing out. Stopped in the ranks. Khalid Mahmood maybe not comfortable once he was approaching the bowling crease. Umpire inquiring.
Well, I think it was a deliberate stop there by Khalid Mahmood, just making sure that the non-striker is not taking an unfair advantage. Backing up a bit too far, and again a powerful drive to long on, and he should come back for the second Abdul Razak. Did well on that occasion. Tushar Imran at long on. The captain seems to be in a foul mood today, Akhtar, and was beginning to say a little while earlier that close defeat in the last match seems to have had its effect on the captain especially. Much better effort there by Tushar Imran. Just the one. It was a poor delivery, but not quite able to really capitalize as a batsman.
Yes, I can understand that what you're mentioning, Sanjay. I think what has happened is like Bangladesh was so close to making history in the Multan Test. They were very close in the last one day at Rawalpindi. So they knew they had few games under their hands and they could bring a victory. But just because they did not snatch a victory might be the reason that the captain himself has been a huge disappointment.
.266 for 5, Pakistan. Johanna got 52 of 32 balls and Shoaib Malik there 31 of 20 balls. So some quick fire innings in this Pakistan batting. Couldn't quite reach for that one in Inzamam. He was looking for a big one over extra cover. And that's not one of his favorite areas. But he was certainly aiming on the offside.
I think he would have made it if he would have stayed where the natural position is. But look at that, he moved away and still the ball was still wide enough. And playing some beautiful shots. Again, Rafiq making sure that runs are not scored, that's important. But Pakistan, I think, has a pretty formidable score, 267 for 5.
This happens to be the second best score for Pakistan. 323 at Multan. Their batting has been a little disappointing after that. The captain has been saying that they need to get more to back their bowlers. That's exactly what he said at the toss. Their batting certainly needs some improvement. That's happened today. I think he'll be pretty pleased with their batting performance here.
A single will bring Inzamam ul Haq again to face Mohammad Rafiq. 1 for 60. Well, Inzamam has been again heaved away. No problems. Stand and deliver. Inzamam cutting loose here.
An excellent placement. It's a slog, but well, it was placed to perfection. Two men in the deep on the leg side. A mid-wicket that's not really square, so there was a narrow gap between long on and that fielder. And he pierced it to perfection. Another single. So Pakistan now really starting to climbing. 273 for 5.
Well, you mentioned that Shoaib Malik has scored some quick runs, so did Yusuf Johanna. Inzamam has not taken a step back. He's actually scored quite quickly. 46 runs he scored of just 49 deliveries.
Once again, the mighty heave on the leg side. Didn't quite time it. Hit the bottom edge of the bat. These Pakistani batsmen have some huge backlifts when they're batting, and it comes to good use in the slog overs. 47 of 50 balls. Inzamam, Abdul Razak, another Pakistani batsman with a big backlift. Pick up another single, so not quite getting the big ones.
Well, I think Pakistan has batted beautifully. From the beginning, the two openers put a 90-odd. And then Yusuf Johanna, Shoaib Malik, everybody getting in and playing some good shots. And now Inzamam Haq leading from the front. Full toss, again heaved away to the square leg boundary. Just for a single protection there. Mushfiqur Rahman picking that up.
Well, the Bangladeshi captain looking to find the block hole, the right idea. At the moment, the batsman able to take it on the full, but not quite making use of it. And I'm sure they'll feel the need now, the desperate need to get the big ones in, the 4s and the 6s at this stage. Another attempt, another single.
Not a single boundary scored in this over yet. Still 2 more deliveries to go. And I'm sure Inzamam Haq batting on 48 would be looking for his 3rd boundary here. There he goes. No problem. What a shot. Flat. Picked it up really cleanly. Just need to wait for the umpire, whether it's a maximum or a 4. That's a 6. That's a good shot.
Well, I have to see a flatter 6 than this. It seemed like he was looking for a boundary, but it's gone all the way. Amazing hitting. It's a short delivery. Didn't gain any height at all. Look at that. It's a skimmer that's gone for a 6. Followed by another bludgeon, this time on the offside. That's Inzamam cutting loose. We were waiting for the boundaries. Here they come now. 287 for 5. 14 runs of that over. Well, 3 boundaries and a 6. So it's been a more or less a cameo played by Inzamam. Plenty of runs again on the leg side. 36 runs, in fact 45 on the whole of the leg side, as compared to just 13 on the offside. I think it's something that you would expect on flat pitches with not too much of bounce, where the batsman looked to cart you from offside onto the leg side. He's picked up 2 wickets, Murtaza. Just about to reveal an interesting statistic here. Pakistan only once have crossed 300 on this ground here in Karachi in one-day cricket, and that's a match they lost. Doesn't seem likely that that will happen today. They've got a winning total here, 287 for 5, 6 balls to go, and with 2 big hitters, things are looking good. Now this is something that they've looked to do against Abdul Razak. Russell Tiffin saying, no, that's not wide for me. They haven't looked to kick the ball full to him. It started in the last match when they bowled short of length, and it worked quite well against Razak.
Razak looking at the umpire whether it was too wide, but nevertheless umpire thinking otherwise. So it's perfect. Murtaza coming in for the second delivery now.
Now Russell Tiffin will say this is a wide. Slow delivery attempted, something that I don't think Murtaza has complete control of, but obviously feeling the pressure and trying to get some variations in. It's the off spinner.
Not only it was a wide, but Khalid Mashud did not pick that up cleanly and gave away another run. So that's 2 runs. And that delivery needs to be bowled again.
Interesting stroke play from Inzamam. It's a no ball. So that one also he'll have to re-bowl.
Well, a wide and a no ball now from Mashrafi. Murtaza can really push Pakistan to the score of 300 runs. You just need another 9 to cross over the 300 mark.
Pakistan winning the toss and deciding to bat first, and this is precisely what they wanted. It's a plan that's worked today. Batting needed improvement, and they've shown it. Well spread out field, a very orthodox field, if I can add at this stage. Here comes the big one. Mohammad Rafiq has watched it sail over, but I'll tell you what, the long one was just about maybe 6 yards inside the rope. At this stage of the game, we've got to be very close to that boundary rope. 6 runs all the same.
What a mighty blow from Abdul Razak, making sure that he had enough bat and the result maximum. That's a really good shot. This can turn out to be a very expensive over. Another one.
You can see there Mohammad Rafiq running behind. Murtaza realized that it wasn't timed to perfection, didn't find the middle of the bat, so he was hopeful. I think the fielder just letting him down slightly on that occasion, not helping Khalid Mahmood, who's been quite frustrated as a captain today. Things haven't gone well for him. The last 2 matches, close defeat in the last match, this one as well. Good delivery.
Once again, bowling a short one to Abdul Razak Mashrafi and making sure he doesn't have a stroke played off that delivery. But what surprises me is that even though the ball was wide outside the off stump, he never tried to play a stroke. Just let it go.
Well, I think it is something that goes on in the minds of the batsmen. They decide that if the ball is pitched here, this is what I'm going to do. And when that doesn't happen, some batsmen are just not able to have that second response going. 10 runs so far from this over. Slow delivery. Now that's gone. Oh, straight to the fielder. Could say that the bounce wasn't too good, but Taposh Boysha has to stop that, and Khalid Mahmood, the captain, won't be pleased. It's something that cost Bangladesh the match in the last game.
Well, it was hit definitely towards the fielder, Taposh Boysha. An extra bounce. I think that he was just a little bit late on that. Taposh Boysha missing out of that one. Pakistan crosses over the 300 mark. It's now 301 for 5. The last 50 coming on, just 32 deliveries.
Well, this is tremendous finish by Pakistan. 300 didn't look likely at all. 301 for 5 after that 323 at Multan. So the start was good. That was the first one-day international in this series, and the finish also pretty good with the bat. 14 runs off this over so far. Quite a good crowd that has come here at Karachi. They've seen some sensational hitting right from the start of the innings. Again, a slow delivery. The length was good. And just the 1 run to finish the over. 15 runs coming off that over. Pakistan end up with 302 for 5 in their 50 overs. And that, to me, is a winning total. Unless Bangladesh think that it's time for a miracle.
Well, it was a team batting performance by Pakistan, perhaps the second time in this series. 302 for 5 is a gigantic total, and Bangladesh might just be overawed by that batting performance. That tremendous batting talent displayed today here at Karachi. All Bangladesh bowlers suffering. Mushfiqur Rahman, who finished his 10 overs very quickly, was fortunate to return with respectable bowling figures. So the target for Bangladesh when they come out to bat under lights, 303 of 50 overs at 6.1 runs per over. After the break, we'll come back with the Bangladeshi batsmen.
Sami's coming to bowl. As you said about the pace, wicket is slow, but Sami is generally fast.
33 matches and 48 wickets. Good economy rate. Absolutely brilliant strike rate of 31.8. That's put away nicely. Hanan Sarkar is off the mark, and so is Bangladesh. Flashy drive through the offside. I think Bangladesh were off the mark with 2 wides, but first run scored off the bat, 6 without a wicket. And in case you're wondering why Pakistani players are wearing those black armbands, that is because of their utter disappointment at not seeing South Africa visit Pakistan. They've cancelled the tour, and it's not been taken easily by the players. Hanan Sarkar has run the first run really well, and that is the reason why he came back quite easily for the second one. Now the running between the wicket will be the key here. Nice delivery, but he's played it nicely off the bat. Off the back foot, Mohammad Hafiz gathers it, throws it, gets rid of it quickly. This time he connects and finds the gap. Mohammad Hafiz is very quick. Recovers well. Habibul Bashar is off the mark and picks up 2. That's a lovely drive. Habibul Bashar loves them in that area. He's not running. He's hit it very nicely up the middle of the bat.
Well, this time the length was a little bit up, and I think the crowd is, as a local crowd, is not usually like their home bowlers to get hit like that. It's a good shot by Bashar, pitched up a bit and perfectly timed through the gap.
Lovely shot. Mohammad Hafiz has been made to chase once again. Will he hold it? Yes. Good effort. But Hanan Sarkar would have been delighted by this little back foot push.
It's the pace of Sami too. All these kind of shots, I think Nadeem Ghauri is trying to confirm from the third umpire about the boundary. But a beautiful looking shot on the back foot and a very clean stop by Hafiz. It was a clean stop and a good slide.
Quite like the way Shoaib Malik was after that ball also, to help his partner Hafiz. He stopped the ball and Shoaib Malik recovered to throw it quickly. Good team effort. On the onside, well, this is a good batting track, and Mohammad Sami will have to realize it quickly. He's been put away quite easily so far. And Habibul Bashar will be the key in this charge, and well, he's charging quite nicely here. Another boundary. A little bit of width from Mohammad Sami. 9 runs taken, 27 without a wicket. That's gone away through mid-wicket. Long chase in Bangladesh. Stroked the ball quite nicely in the first 6 overs. 5 of the over, 32 without a wicket.
That's a beautiful stroke. He was waiting for that one. And the ball actually coming in the right area. And the batsman was equal to the task. Hit the ball beautifully right out of the middle of the bat. Position was good.
Classic cover drive. Full face of the bat, and the important part was he picked up a gap. Look at the elbow. Beautiful. Absolutely brilliant. Well, they need more than that. They need boundaries on a regular basis to chase that huge total that Pakistan has set. They have the right momentum. We'll just have to wait and see how they deal with it.
That was the 4th boundary of the innings. This is going to be wided by the umpire. Yes, it is.
That's the 5th wide bowl by a Pakistani bowler. We've seen quite a few times that Mohammad Gul and Shabir Ahmed bowling quite a few wides and no balls. It can really give an extra. Runs can really pile up once you lose your concentration. But Mohammad Gul has been a revelation for Pakistan. He's bowled beautifully.
Good batting. Very good batting. Just moving across once again, maneuvering the length beautifully, Hanan Sarkar. Although he only managed to pick up a single. But he's looking good.
It's very important for Hanan and Habibul Bashir to keep rotating the strikes, keep picking the singles, and hit an odd boundary in an over. That will really bring up the chase to that huge total. Once again this time around, beautiful stop by Enzimam. A little bit of misunderstanding. A direct hit would be interesting. Well, he's referred it to the 3rd umpire now.
Well, it's going to be the 2nd time Habibul Bashir will be sent back to the pavilion by getting out in a similar manner. He got run out at Rawalpindi. And this is going to be touch and go. Looks to me he's out.
He's gone for my money. They're just looking at over and over again. There he grabs. Bat still not there. He's shot. So Pakistan has broken through. Sending back Habibul Bashir, run out by a good piece of fielding from the captain of Pakistan, Inzamam ul Haq.
Excellent effort from the captain. That ball was travelling. Came right out the middle of the bat. And he had to dive full length to stop that one. Half stop that one. And the throw was very good. It was quick and accurate. Nice stroke. And was a brilliant effort from the captain and reacting very quickly. Good throw, giving enough time to the wicketkeeper to take the bails off. It was referred, and in the end, the decision was made in the favour of the fielding team. He's walking back after scoring 13. Bangladesh 43 for 1. Well, if as a batsman you are a bit brave, you can really make use of the vacant area like that. 2 runs for that effort for Rajan Saleh. 5 of the over. Bangladesh 49 for 1. That's a good stroke. Finally hitting the ball into the gap, but it was excellent effort from Shoaib Malik at covers, only restricting the batsman for 2 runs. 14 overs gone. Bangladesh 55 for 1.
Nice straight drive, 2 fielders after that one. Ball is getting momentum, but Inzamam ul Haq is better and quicker than the ball. Good flat throw to get rid of the ball. Nice shot. He's been driving very fluently, and whenever he's able to find the gap, he looks a very, very classy player. Nice shot. Rajan Saleh does look a lovely player when he's flicking the ball on the onside. He drives well, straight as well. That's a lovely shot. Rajan Saleh once again on top of that one. He'll come back for the third. He's a good runner, aggressive runner. 3 runs taken.
That's a charge, which is good to see. That's 4. They need to take some risk. They have to make a match out of this one. 20 overs gone. Bangladesh 80 for 1.
Nicely played. Hanan Sarkar, after having played himself for a number of overs, looking to cut loose. Beautifully driven through the square area on the offside.
But that was a lovely push. And finding the gap, and I'm sure the Bangladesh batting needs runs now.
Hanan Sarkar requires 1 run for another 50 in this series. And that's it. Good positive call from Rajan Saleh. And that's his 50. Very well played. But not the innings that you would expect when you're chasing a total of 303. You require a rollicking start, which hasn't been provided. Well, that's a personal landmark for the youngster.
Well, good to see he's got his second 50 in the 1 days, but as I said, they need the finishing touch. Now Hanan must try and stay there. With 4 fours, got his 50, and his striking rate is 73.5. But he must try to stay there till the end, so he can, as a set batsman, he can score a few quick ones. This is a pitch in the air, and he's out. And this is what I was talking about. You score a 50, and then you lose your wicket. And this is not good, because you're there for 27 overs, and you score a 50, and then you play a loose shot and lose your wicket, and that is not good for the batting.
It was a good catch by Yunus Khan at mid-wicket. He was dying on him, had to dive in front. Well, he's not a happy man, Hanan Sarkar, although he picked up his 50 in this over. He had to walk back. Bangladesh losing their second wicket for 93 runs on the board. Well, 4 deliveries they are bowled in this over so far, and only 2 runs. And it'll be 4 of the overs so far. Well, here's the Bangladeshi dressing room. They must be hoping, and they must be saying in their hearts that, come on guys, go after the bowlers, hit some sixes and boundaries, and that is the requirement. But at the moment, it's not happening. Some good bowling from these Pakistani bowlers.
And then he would show the aggression, but then on, he did score the 50 of 72 deliveries, but did not see that kind of aggression needed to chase that a big total. I completely agree with you, and my point would be that the top order batsman has to do it. Once again, a nice shot. Great one. Just eluded the mid-on fielder. Another boundary from the bat of Alok Kapali.
This is the kind of shot that we were talking about, Athar. In the air and almost found the gap.
And now they're required to score more than 10 runs and over to have a result in their favor in the 5th one-day played at National Stadium, Karachi. Up in the air, and Sami, beg your pardon, Yasir Hameed tried very hard, but that ball was hit very well by Alok Kapali.
That was a beautiful shot from Alok Kapali coming down the pitch, and knew there is a big gap between long on and a deep mid wicket, and that ball went through that gap for 4. To chase that big team, that is 303 runs.
Good over. 41 overs gone. Bangladesh 177 for 2. Edged. And this will mean that Rajan Saleh will raise the bat. He has scored his 50 in this one-day game.
Good inning by Rajan Saleh, very consistent throughout this series. Very fine player, full toss, and tried to play towards the cover, got a thick edge, and very welcome boundary for Bangladesh and Saleh as well.
I thought he was beaten for the pace, Rajan Saleh, and that was the reason why he only managed a thick outside edge. That was his first 4, and that suggests how well the Pakistani bowlers they have bowled. That's the first time Rajan Saleh has taken a bit of risk and has done it beautifully. And this will annoy the fast bowler Mohammad Sami.
Very placid track for fast bowlers, nothing much for them. This was slightly short in length, and he actually went for it, playing it on the front foot. And look at us, he's down the track and went after Sami. Very forceful stroke from Rajan Saleh.
A typical reply from the fast bowler. He was looking to bowl a bouncer. Didn't get the bounce. And the reason why Mohammad Sami has bowled a bouncer and is confronting the batsman was triggered because of this shot, which was played by Rajan Saleh. Came down to the track with a purpose, but not only with one option, that he's going to hit the bowler over the head. Although it was a short delivery, but how well he has played that. And Mohammad Sami looking daggers at the batsman. Really got annoyed.
No love notes for sure, Amir.
Good delivery. That was the delivery Mohammad Sami was looking for. He's already conceded 10 runs in his first spell when he was using the new ball. Gave away 22 runs in a spell of 4 overs, and now the figures just under 5 overs. They are 32. Not a good outing. And this will make the bowling figures 36 of 5 overs. That was a good stroke to end the over. Bangladesh 191 for 2. And he's expecting the same thing from the South African players. No ball. Even that shot would have carried to the fieldsman, but there was no danger for the batsman to get out. 2 runs they'll be added in the total. Those 2 runs which are added into the total, they'll make Bangladesh stand at 196 for 2.
They took the first one very quickly, and that's important. When the ball goes to the deep fielder, you must push the fielder by taking the person quickly.
Well, Mohammad Sami is looking for the Brock hold throughout this over, and that is the right attitude and that is the right thinking, because both these batsmen they're looking to swing their bat wildly at the ball, And he'll be looking to save some boundaries, Mohammad Sami. Six runs of the over. Bangladesh 208 for 2.
Back on the target, and things go much more difficult for you.
Oh, that's a huge shout. Inside edge has saved Rajan Saleh. There was a huge noise. There was a chance once again for a run out. The appeal has been made, and umpire Nadeem Ghauri has referred it to the third umpire, Aleem Dar. It was looking for the middle stump and getting it, and I think it's going to be very tight. And if we have a look at this replay from a different angle, it'll clearly tell us that's out. And that'll mean Rajan Saleh has to walk back, and the Bangladesh, they'll lose their third wicket.
Yeah, that was a good work by Kamran Iqbal this time. The batsman beaten this time and went for a run. Kamran Iqbal throwing to the stumps, a very good throw, making amends for the last miss.
See the bails, they're coming off, and the bat is behind the line. And with Aleem Dar, we all know that he's a very brave umpire, and he's going to rule that one out, and rightly so.
You're absolutely right. Very brave decision by Aleem Dar this time.
Bowled it. Omar Gul has the last laugh. Played on. Bangladesh lose their fourth wicket.
Well, whenever there's a big partnership on, and if one of the batsmen gets out, the other one gets himself out. And this time Alok Kapali playing on a wide delivery, played on to the stumps. Another one goes back to the pavilion. Alok Kapali has played some brilliant shot, but not enough to take the mark over to the 300. Gone out for 69. Bangladesh 221 for 4.
Inzamam was the pick of the batsman, even though Yasir Hameed stroked a well-made 82, but it was Inzamam who took the game away from Bangladesh. And Shoaib Malik came in late in the innings and played a little cameo. As easy as that. Inzamam ul Haq didn't sweat at all when catching that one. Sami picks up a wicket. Inzamam earlier featured in a run-out. This time he's featured himself with Mohammad Sami in getting rid of the batsman.
Soft dismissal once again. Pitched up delivery, not really up to the batsman, but a very soft dismissal. Easy chances, just putting into the hands of Inzamam ul Haq. Tushar Imran goes back. Bangladesh 227 for 5.
Oh, there's a chance of a run out. This is amazing stuff. Now, the emphasis was on Khalid Mahmood. Mushfiqur Rahman was caught unawares. And this was smart work by Yunus Khan. He realized very quickly that the non-striker was way out of his crease. Look at that, just a little flick. Bat was in the air, and it remained in the air when the ball hit the stumps.
6th wicket, Mushfiqur Rahman gone for 2. Bangladesh 227 for 6.
From him. That's put away in the air. A couple of bounces and fielded by Johanna. High catching can be difficult under lights, especially when you're on the boundary rope. Difficult to judge the length of the flight.
Positives out of the whole series. It was the first series having 3 tests and 5 one-days. That's out. Khalid Mahmood had just hit it straight to the mid-off throat. Abdul Razak taking a comfortable catch. Bangladesh captain goes back to the pavilion. at 243 for 7.
That's one played straight to Abdul Razak. They'll pick up a run, but it's victory to Pakistan. They've wrapped up this one-day series 5-0. Convincing performance from them in this particular test match. Handshakes, sorry, in this particular one-day. The spirit has been good between the teams.
3 Bangladeshi batsmen getting to 50s, but I thought they didn't quite make a concerted effort to get to the target of